The reason we need a fighter, someone who's courageous, someone who understands that there's no compromising. There's no compromise that can be had right now with the radical left. They are corrupted by Marxism. We're seeing evidence of this in almost every portion, not just of politics right now, but in every portion of our country, from our school system to TikTok to our criminal justice system. And that brings me to what I want to talk about with January 6th. There's two things that have happened, two updates that have happened regarding the trial of the January 6th defendants, or not even the trial, the detention and the punishment that's being levied against the defendants, the January 6th defendants. The first thing is an article from the Washington Times talking about how January 6th defendants, some of whom were not even charged with felonies, they were charged, perhaps convicted of misdemeanors. That's like disorderly conduct or trespassing or minor vandalism, like misdemeanors. They're being debanked. Debanked is exactly what it sounds like. It means a bank calls you and says, sir or ma'am, you have your money in our bank right now, and we are going to give you a week, 30 days to remove that money. Otherwise, we are closing your account and you will forfeit anything that you leave in our bank. They evict you. They cancel you. They force you to leave. And if you don't leave quickly enough, then they take away probably your life savings, whatever cash, whatever money you are holding in their bank. This is what the Washington Times writes. These defendants say they have been treated like domestic terrorists, despite convictions of relatively low-level crimes. What's more, an attorney for defendants blames the FBI and Justice Department for prodding financial institutions to treat the defendants like domestic terrorists. Derek Evans, a former West Virginia lawmaker who served 3 months in prison for one felony count of civil disorder, said that J.P. Morgan Chase shut down his accounts after giving him a terrifying ultimatum. The bank sent him letters telling him that he and his wife had 30 days to empty their accounts before Chase closed the accounts. 30 days or you're gone. Now think about that. Think about that. One felony count of civil disorder, 3 months in prison. Is this applied consistently across the board? Does this bank consistently evict any person that's convicted of any felony from their bank on that kind of short notice? The answer to that, of course, is no. The answer to that is this is selective targeting of these individuals that were involved in January 6th because, according to the attorney, the federal government is pressuring private institutions like these banks to cancel these individuals in the culture, and that's aside from the punishment in our criminal justice system. Then we have a pretty significant revelation from Joseph Hanneman at the Epoch Times. He writes, a federal prosecutor admitted in court papers that 3 DC Metropolitan Police Department undercover officers acted as provocateurs at the northwest steps of the U.S. Capitol on January 6th of 2021. 3 undercover police officers served as agitators to the January 6th crowd. This is what Hanneman writes. He said the admission came in a March 24th filing before U.S. District Judge Rudolph Contreras that seeks to keep video footage shot by the officers under court seal. The officers obviously had body cams. Hanneman writes, prosecutors accused the case defendant, William Pope of Kansas, of an illegitimate attempt to unmask the video as part of his alleged strategy to try the case in the news media. Pope filed a motion to remove the court seal on February 21st. I gotta tell you guys, anytime a court says that they cannot allow evidence like this, video footage, especially from video footage from police, which are paid for by taxpayer monies, they can't allow that to be public. It's too dangerous for you and I to see it, although the judge can see it. My red flags go way up. My red flags go way, way up. Unless this is showing some specific vulnerability to security to the Capitol. Like, remember when Tucker Carlson aired those tapes and he blurred out that one door because the Capitol Police had said, actually, there's some mechanisms on that door that we don't want the public to know about because it's how we properly secure this area. And we wouldn't want an adversary to know about that. So Tucker blurted out. That's fine. I don't have a huge problem with that. Although I got to tell you, it does spark my curiosity. I want to know what it is. But I do understand why he did that. That's not the argument that's being made here. The argument that's being made here is about the police officers themselves, that they are somehow deserving of privacy even though they are public servants who acted as provocateurs on January 6th, while the January 6th defendants, all of these people who've been arrested, especially the ones who were arrested immediately after January 6th, were not given this same level of privacy.
Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.